Hi everyone, today is all about tomatoes. So did you know that there are over 10,000 varieties of tomatoes? And the largest one has been reported in the last couple of years that it is 11.65 pounds and 32 inches around. So out of 10,000 varieties, I have 11 in my small urban garden. Again, packed with plants, but I have 11 different types of varieties. So I plant enough to harvest all season long. So we use it all summer, and then we make enough recipes and preserve enough that we end up eating it into the spring. So we have like spaghetti sauce and pizza sauce and salsa and roasted tomatoes and dehydrated and bruschetta, just a lot. So there's a lot of different ways that I preserve the tomatoes, but I do not can. Everyone asks me, oh, do you can? I just haven't gotten into canning yet, and maybe someday I will, but I love everything fresh tasting, so even salsas, I will use a food sealer bag and freeze it, and we do a really great job with it, so we're fine. So today I want to show you all of my favorite varieties that I have grown this year. Again, 11 different types. Some are my favorites, some are brand new, one has been given to me, and then just a shout out to my favorite Bible. This is where we get our seeds from, so Baker Creek, Rare Seeds. I do not have a sponsorship, it's humongous. There's, again, every different crazy type of variety you could ever imagine that you've never heard of or that you cannot buy at your farmer's market or anywhere. So it's really cool if you really want to try something new and different. So let's go on a little tour here. So we have, thank you, my cameraman. We have Amish paste, which is basically a Roma variety. So this is really good for saucing, and it's determinate, so it will bush, but we do have the capability to string it if we need to. But again, a nice Roma type that will be great for sauces. These are like heirlooms, both of these two boxes. So we have Brandywine, which is more of a tomato flavor. Like, I know that sounds crazy, what you would think like a tomato would taste like, but a lot of the heirlooms are really sweet, or they have just a really different quality within it, like with the seeds, that they don't have a lot of seeds, and there isn't a lot of like flesh, even though they're really juicy. They're not like watery. So the Brandywine is really good for spaghetti sauce. Orange Jazz, which is new this year, this was a really expensive and rare seed. There was not a lot in the packet. So far, the seedlings that I have and that I've given away are amazing. So we're hoping to get some really good, juicy orange tomatoes that are supposed to taste like a peach, that are having like more of a sweet variety. Cherokee Purple. These are super strong this year. Probably the best, again, the ones I have and given away to family and friends. It is June 9th. So I just like to say that this is really strong, sturdy plant. These are, again, a little bit more red, purple, very sweet, very good for anything. Sauces, salsa. Pineapple. This is one of the favorites. So one that I have given away to all family and friends that want to have some really good sweet heirloom varieties that if you just slice this with salt, it is like nothing you've ever tasted before. So again, good for all kinds of recipes, but super great eaten plain. This is Mushroom Basket. First time growing this. It's supposed to be really, really cool looking, like the typical heirloom that has all the accordion style like grooves. So that will be really cool to see. And again, a little bit less juicy and more like traditional tomato flavor. This down here is a blueberry grape. So very excited to see this is from a friend. This was not one that I planted from seeds. So even the leaves look a little bit bluer or purple. So I'm really interested to see what that looks like when it grows up. Here we have a rainbow tomato, which is similar to the pineapple. So again, kind of more like red, orange, yellow, tie-dye looking fruit. Very, very, very sweet. It's a favorite. But I will say that the rainbow seedlings and plants can be really finicky, so the leaves can get a little wilty or disease ridden, and you just have to deal with it because it's so worth it. They're so good. Okay. Let's go around this way. So here we have sweet cherry 100 and then yellow pear. So here we already have some fruit forming on the yellow pear. Great for salads, bruschetta. And the sweet cherry 100, they are super prolific. You'll get so many all year long, and even with these, I will take them raw and throw like a handful in a Ziploc bag and freeze it, and then you use it later on in the year for like a chili or spaghetti sauce or anything that you want to enhance, as long as you're cooking it, because yes, it will be a little bit wet because it's frozen raw. It's so easy to do. Okay, then come around here. Here's another Amish paste where two kind of got away from me as a seedling. So, but again, a determinate tomato. So that means it'll be more of a bush variety. Whatever we get, we get. I'm not taking off any of the suckers. So this one hopefully will produce a lot. Here we have Brad's Atomic Grape. So really cool, like psychedelic looking, yellow, purple, red, fun variety of a grape tomato. Haven't grown it, so we'll see. With the Brad's Atomic Grape, we had a bunch extra. Brandon's dad, Cliff, had some extras, and I took a few. This one will be repotted in a bigger container. But for now, I took off a bunch of leaves and am trying to save it. We've noticed that there were a bunch of white flies on the backs of the leaves, so we put a bunch of, again, cut off some of the bottom ones where they were really infested, and then I sprayed it with a bunch of neem oil. So we had a couple of these plants that we're trying to save and hopefully rid all of the white flies and hopefully get a really great plant out of it. So those are my 11 types of tomatoes this year.